Hello, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Hey, how's everyone doing out there on this beautiful Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, hoping everybody has been having a relaxing Sunday, a very
Peaceful
peaceful,
Sunday.
restful Sunday.
Yes.
I know we have, and we just want to say hello again and thank you for allowing us come into your life, come into your home to just share our successes, how we reflect on things, and how good God has been to us, through it all. So we thank you once again for allowing us to come to you with another edition of Love Unscripted.
Faye, how did I know you're going to do that? I didn't know, but we did it at the same time. Okay. I like that. Love Unscripted.
Love Unscripted. And so we just wanted to say to you that today's topic is,
Who are we?
Oh, thank you. We are the Williams.
Yes.
I almost says Williams because sometimes.
This is my handsome husband, Wilbert.
And this is my lovely wife, Ramona. Thank you, babe. And so today's topic is just a reflection of, there's some things that aren't, just they're silent conversations. They're really silent, and I say that because it's a conversation that's being said without saying a word.
Silent conversation.
Yeah, and it happens, but it doesn't have to happen, but it does happen. So what am I talking about?
Yes,
I'm talking about does your marriage look the same inside as it does on the outside? Yeah. So in general, when you're out and about and you're a couple, there are times where you reflect, and if you think about it, you're in front of your friends, you're in front of family, you're in your church, and man, you're closer than close. Can't nobody come between you.
You're smiling, you're laughing,
yeah,
you're having a good time.
You're having such a great time together, and things that just seem like it's remarkable. And then you get in your car, and there's dead silence. See that silent move? You could hear crickets. And if you think about it, marriage is such a joyous place to be, such a wonderful situation for God to have placed you in. And there should never be a silent moment.
But I mean, come on. Let's talk about the reality of it though. So yes, it is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to be in, but there are not always happy, joyous moments. Not because your marriage isn't a happy and joyous place, but maybe because of a situation or a circumstance or an issue or a problem or a disagreement, that has come up, right? So I'm gonna let you keep going in and I'll jump back in.
Because what happens is we put on a face when we're in public.
There you go.
And then it's problematic in private.
I like it. You just like coming in and doing a 1-2. It's problematic in private. Yeah.
So just reflect on those times when that happens, and ask yourself why. Why does that happen? And one of the reasons I believe why is because, as we've said in other videos, you don't utilize a dialogue room.
Yeah. There's
no clarity in your conversation.
Yeah, or if we just say it from this perspective, like, when those moments come up, because if we are just 100%, we know that moments like that will come up. And I honestly don't think that it is a bad thing, right? I know that sounds kind of weird, like, what do you mean it's not a bad thing for moments to come up like that? Because you could also use those as opportunities to learn about each other. Like, wait, what happened? Why did we go out and in front of everyone were we having this marvelous time? We looked in love, we felt in love. Everybody's like, oh my God, you're such a cute couple. And then we get into the car with each other and it's silence. Or we get home and it's still silence. We go to sleep and it's still silence. We wake up, it's the same thing. So there can be opportunities for you to actually learn from those times, but know that looking at when those things happen, like my husband was saying, like, why did it happen? Why did it get to that point? Mm-hmm. And consider whether or not you were communicating. Has something been allowed to fester much longer than it needed to?
Ooh, that's good.
And, like what we have been saying from the beginning, utilizing the dialogue room. So once you practice and you use the dialogue room consistently in your marriage, one of the things that you will find out is that it cuts off those long periods of time that you're not talking to your spouse, or that you're unhappy with the other person, and it cuts off Front Street too. So you go out in the front like everything is good.
That's
right?
Good, man.
So you go out in front like everything is all good, and you're lovey-dovey, and then you come back, and as soon as the car door slams, it's like back to whatever the issue was.
Right.
And here, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna turn it back over. Look. So here's the thing. If it was that bad, how was it that you were able to go in front?
Come on.
In front of everybody, right? Maybe it wasn't even that bad. And maybe if you would have just had the opportunity to have the conversation, to air it out, because it's not about, I love him, he loves me, I don't want to hurt him, he doesn't want to hurt me. So it's not about, I want to just be mad at him. Maybe it's just something that needs to be aired out. Let's talk about it. Let's set feelings to the side. We'll have a conversation about it. And then when we go out, we don't have to front. Like, this is our love on display.
Absolutely. Our love on display. Love on display.
I like that.
Well, yeah. That's real. It's something that, and this probably happens to numerous couples.
Oh, yeah.
Numerous couples. You may know someone right now that deals with that. Mm-hmm. Because there's such a joy when you see them, when they're visiting, when they're out and about, and you may be aware that they're sleeping in separate beds.
Uh-oh.
There's no activity. They eat at different times. Well, I don't know if that's one of them, but with us, we eat at the same time, sleep in the same bed, and do a lot of ding.
Come on now.
So, but you have to ask yourself, why is it so, why do we have to put on a front?
Yeah.
Why do we have to act like, pretend? That same joy should be that same instrument of success in your home.
Yeah.
When you are in your own private place and you're alone and you're looking in your wife's eyes, or you're looking in your husband's eyes, and there's such a love that transcends beyond the moment of of problems. Mm-hmm. that totally circumvents the problem.
Right.
Because you know how to address it. You know how to communicate. You know how to stomp out the fire that's trying to burn up burn up your moment. I'm not sure if that's coming out right.
I get it. Like, burn up your moment. Like, you can have a moment that is just beautiful. That, oh my God, this is the reason why that I'm with you. I feel so connected to you. All of those feelings that you felt whenever you first met them, or whatever it was, and then a problem creeps in, and sometimes we know the problem can be so minute. It can be so minute sometimes.
Exactly. It's to me it's unfair to your spouse to give so much energy to the public. to give so much joy to the public, that you should be offering more than that inside.
This man right here. Yes.
You're selling your covenant short. You're selling your marriage short when you do that. You just all this energy because you're out front and you're fronting, and then when you're behind closed doors, you're doing things that should be. She's laughing because the TV changed on us. That's funny.
Our screen
changed. But there are things you should be doing even more so inside. That same joy should be on the inside. It should be shared. It shouldn't just be an outdoor presentation or a gift to the outdoors. A gift to the outdoors. No. It shouldn't be that. That every time you see each other at home, you should see that same energy. You hug each other and hold hands and walk together, open doors and all of that good stuff outside, and then you get home and there's not that same energy, that same let me do this for you, let me do that for you. Can I get this for you? Do you need help with that? All of reflect on that. Think about that. Just think about that for a moment. There's got to be an equilibrium. There's got to be something on the level that says that when my wife is due more than what I do in front of you. I like that. My husband is due.
Yes, that's good.
More than I do for you.
Yeah, the way you said it the first time.
The way I said it the first time in front of you. This is love unscripted, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so solid. That is so solid.
Yeah, they're more deserving than putting on the front and making life look beautiful in front of family, friends, get-togethers, social engagements. When you get back home, and this is something that really people don't really discuss. They don't talk about it, but it happens. Y'all know out there who's watching this, it does happen. So change that. And I would say a good way to change that, this is just me, a good way to change that is to make sure and be purposeful about the love. After you've reflected, be purposeful about the love that you show your spouse at home. Be purposeful about how you treat your spouse with love at home. Be purposeful about how you show joy to your spouse at home. Treat them better than you treat your friends. Treat them better than you treat your family. Treat them better than you treat people at social engagements. Treat them better. They deserve it. So
think about your home, and if somebody was a fly on the wall.
Oh, that's good.
What would they see? Not that it matters to the person. I mean, it really doesn't matter what they see, right? But the point is, are they seeing the authentic you in your relationship, and how, would they be, oh my gosh, really? Is that how it is? Or would it be like, oh man, can't wait to be in a relationship, or I can't wait to be married, or it's so good to see that they are who they are inside and out. And like I said, I'm really not one for show about other people, but just for this example, what would they see? Would you be happy? Would you and your husband, you and your wife be happy? Would you be embarrassed? Would people be shocked and surprised? Would you pull down the shit, try to swat them off the wall, get out of here, because they're seeing stuff that you don't necessarily want them to see. And that, I think the way to fix that is to communicate about it, because it's necessary. This is the person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life. So really communicating with them, like, what do we expect for our marriage? How, and this, I think this almost goes back to like some fundamentals. I think I remember talking about this in premarital counseling at the beginning. Like, what are those expectations? What does our marriage look like? What does our marriage feel like? I may be adding this in there, but I think it's good. What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What type of how are we communicating with each other when it's in relations, as it relates to love? How are we communicating with each other when it relates to a tense topic?
Come on.
What are those areas that make up our marriage? And whenever something comes in that could possibly sideswipe that and give you something that is not intended for your marriage, then have a conversation about it. If it happens, something happens and it's not kind of the way that you didn't deal with it the way that you wanted to deal with it, then have a conversation about that. It's always a time to have a conversation. I know we grow so much when we have those conversations that maybe you don't necessarily want to have, but it's necessary. And then you have the conversation and you learn so much, because sometimes it's just about a difference in perspective, or someone said something and meant it this way and you took it that way, whatever it is. I would say that. And then that's the other thing I was thinking. So we're now starting to come out of the pandemic. People are able to be out.
She took the words out of my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
We're no longer two. We're one.
Let's hit it one time. We're no longer two, but we are one. You're no longer two, but you're one. You're one. Oh, good, babe.
So, we're coming out of the pandemic. You have so many things now, whereas your marriage or covenant was more like this, more confined to just, either home and work, not a lot of things that you can do, couldn't visit a lot of places, people, and now it's starting to open up. You are now going to have those opportunities. She
stole my thunder.
Well, go ahead.
No, you do it. We're one. We're one.
You're going to have those opportunities to go out and be in the public and confess your love and show how much, you are in love, or how you feel, or just enjoying your moment. And it's just in you enjoying your moment, the love that you have for each other is going to shine, because that's just how it is, right? So use these opportunities to, kind of take back some of the time, I think, that we missed out. And don't let things that have happened at home, or unhappiness, or whatever disagreements that may have popped up, rob you from going out in the public and being your love on display. But then also, when you get back in, I don't care what has happened, let that love, if that's what you need to use as your catalyst for saying, you know what, man, we had such a good time. What we were worried about or dealing with, whatever, it's no big deal. Have a conversation about it, and maybe use that as a catalyst to continue forward and, and showing love to each other.
Absolutely. So I just want to remind you, there was a video, and I love what my wife said, because if you think about it, we're not coming out of a pandemic. We're coming out of it. And here's an opportunity. This is like a second chance on marriages. This is like a second chance on a covenant marriage, on a covenant that God has given you, blessed you with, healed your life with, because He gave you the one to spend the rest of your life with. You're no longer two, but you're one. So here's another opportunity to show that love that maybe before this you weren't sure about how to show that love outside as you do inside, or show it inside as you do outside. There's one of our messages. One of our videos said, "Be the best you for us."
Yes.
You should go back and look at that. Be the best you for us. Because as individuals, your spouse deserves the best of you outside or inside as well as outside.
Yeah.
You know, no more front street.
No more front
Both,
street.
I mean, husbands and wives, be the best you for us, for you guys. Show that love, same love inside as you show outside. That same joy, that same peace, that same adornment. Adornment, is that a word?
Yeah. So we know.
Yeah, you know, you show that attention to detail when you're outside. Ooh. That same attention to detail should happen on the inside.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good, babe.
Absolutely.
Attention to detail. I think we can drop the mic right there.
Yes. I mean, it's super important.
Yeah. Attention to detail.
Important. So you know, and I like my wife said, you know, if there was a fly on the wall, I know that's symbolic. If you were a fly on the wall, if somebody was a fly on the wall and, you know, looked into your inside of your home, would they be shocked or would they be like, man, I want to be that way?
Yeah.
I like that.
Relationship goals. # relationship goals.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, we were on the same wavelength as she was talking. But yeah, I was thinking of, what if you lived in a glass house?
Ooh.
And when you went in and closed the door behind you, and everyone that you socialized with that saw you one way on the outside could literally look into your house and see if you're the same way on the inside. Would they want to be you? Would they want to be? Ooh, boy. This is a good one. Would they want to be a mirror of who you are as a couple?
Yeah. And not because of them. Not because of them. But this is about you, right? Because we're really not concerned. So I know we're both using that example of people being able to see from the outside into, but we're not really concerned about what people are seeing in your relationship. We're concerned about how you, how you are willing to portray yourself, and how is it what you want?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So hopefully we're getting that point across correctly. Is it what you want as a couple to portray out? Meaning that you are doing what you have set up, or living out your expectations for your marriage in a way that is comfortable, happy for you, and that you are, you know, walking out your covenant, you know, with you, your spouse, and God, and everybody is happy.
Absolutely. You know, once again, this is a topic that is a silent conversation. It happens, but nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
And we thank God that, you know, He's given us the heart and the intent and the purpose to come to you with these videos to share, you know, our successes and to bring light to some things that He's telling us these are important factors that, you know, are breakthroughs, not only in our lives, but could be a breakthrough in your life.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to my wife and have her speak into your life. And then you got to keep in mind, you're no longer two, but you're one. You're one. Everywhere. You're one everywhere.
Yeah, so I speak into your marriage. I speak into you individually that you will have the fortitude to be detail oriented when it comes to your spouse. And then I speak into your covenant that when you come together, there is so much power and so much greatness that you can't help but to exude on the outside of you what is on the inside. And that you will be able to use that to move forward in your purpose and to live out the purpose that God has set for you and your covenant. It is going to be a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I know it's going to be a beautiful thing. open yourself up to each other and just be beautiful on the inside and on the outside.
I'm going to say this joy that you have, or y'all, you too, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Yes, so I say hope to you all, blessings to you all, and many more great days ahead. You're no longer two, but you're one. Wow.
Okay, guys, that is all we have for tonight, for today.
Cool beans,
Thumbs
everybody.
Up, cool beans. This is your cue, babe. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Till the next time. Bye.